And then there is this, Maria. Former White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki under fire for a false claim about President Biden. The president was heavily criticized back in 2021 for looking at his watch multiple times during the arrival ceremony for the bodies of those 13 service members killed in his botched Afghanistan withdrawal. Families of the fallen soldiers expressing their disappointment and outrage at his disrespect. Well, in her new book, Psaki wrote, the president looked at his watch only after the ceremony had ended. Moments later, he and the First Lady headed toward their car. Well, Psaki even claimed that news outlets were spreading misinformation over the incident. Well, now, get this, she's walking back that claim. She's telling Axios details on the incident are going to be removed in future reprints and the ebook, Maria. So multiple people saw him looking at his watch multiple times. It was all on camera, but
right.
She wrote a different version.
That's right. And we just looked at the video. It's right there.
So
we all watched it. Yeah, it's right there in black and white. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Lee Carter, your reaction.
The question I have is why lie about this? Of all the things to put out there, you know, there's many things that you couldn't. I mean, it just makes no sense. We all saw it. It happened. You look at the videotape. Why roll it back? And why even put that out there? I mean,
well,
she
it's
has
this blind support for Joe Biden and the Democrat policy. That's all it is. I mean, it's like not admitting that the open border is a national security risk. It's just this open support, this blind support for the Democrat policy that they don't want to step over.
There's so many things that she could blindly support, but to go after this in the book, it's just outrageous. And in particular, it's an insult to the service members who were outraged. Their families were outraged at this, and rightly so. And why even go back on this? There's so many issues that are really, really important. I have no idea why she would have spent her time addressing this, especially in a way that was an outright lie.
Yeah, I agree. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, look, because this was not an accident. They want to rewrite history because this whole Afghanistan pullout was one of the worst things that's ever happened in the history of the United States of America. And it was at that point where Donald Trump finally overtook Joe Biden in the daily tracking polls. The disaster that was this Afghanistan withdrawal is what spurred on the entire vaccine mandate. Okay, this was one of the worst things that has ever happened in the U.S., and Jen Psaki is again trying to cover it up, trying to paint it in a more favorable light for her time in the White House and for the Biden administration and for the Democrats, and it's despicable.
You know, I mean, the Afghanistan botched withdrawal also created new and lasting friendships between our adversaries, China and Russia. After that, many adversaries got together. I mean, that's what all the foreign affairs experts will tell you, that it was the beginning of the rest of the world not believing America. You know, our friends don't support us, and our enemies don't fear us, Cheryl.
Well, exactly. And that I was just going to say that too, Maria, because, I mean, look, Afghanistan was really the moment where the United States looked weak and the way that withdrawal was handled. So not only did President Biden at the time disrespect the memories of those soldiers, but also a lot of the blame was placed on his shoulders because he ignored his own general. One of his top generals told him to at least not save the base, and he didn't do that.
And now people are questioning whether or not America is a banana republic, given one political leader is trying to take down his opponent, the other political leader.